Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
Tonight, more evacuations. Hundreds of wildfires continue to burn, and more residents in northern Saskatchewan are asked to leave their homes. Plus, miles and miles. Bicycle riders from Texas make a stop in the border city on the longest annual charity ride. And big band.
I'm always thrilled to go to a town that we haven't gone to before. We have some of our favorite shows have been in towns like that.
Moist entertains a crowd for one of the final nights at Colonial Days.
In sports, playoff lacrosse. 3 local teams were in action this afternoon looking to keep their seasons alive.
This is Newcap News with Annika Notveit.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. We begin tonight with a wildfire update. The situation in central and northern Saskatchewan has stabilized, but more than 120 fires are still burning. Authorities have evacuated the town of La Ronge and the surrounding area. More than 13,000 residents have fled their homes. A large fire has already destroyed some homes and vehicles. There are no reports of any serious injuries. Hundreds of Canadian soldiers are now assisting firefighters battling the wildfires.
This rain and the forecasted weather over the next few days will reduce fire behavior.
Some welcome news in Jasper, Alberta, where rain fell overnight. That slowed down the fire in Jasper National Park and allowed crews to finally attack the flames from the ground. Crews are building a fire break around the perimeter of the fire to keep it from spreading. So far, about 1,000 people have been safely moved out of the area. North Battleford RCMP are asking for your help in finding a man who went missing from a Battleford hospital. Brian Franco was reported missing around 5:30 p.m. on Friday. Franco is described as a Caucasian male, approximately 5'8" and 187 pounds. He was last seen wearing jeans, a blue striped polo shirt, and a ball cap. He is medium build with glasses, a beard, and short brown hair. If you have any information, please contact your nearest police service or North Battleford RCMP at 306-446-1720. A 26-year-old man is facing various charges after a robbery in Paradise Hill. On Friday afternoon, Turtleford RCMP were called to a complaint of a robbery at a financial institution on Main Street. Police say a man entered the building and demanded cash. He left with an undisclosed amount of money and drove east in a brown Chevrolet truck. No one was injured at the time of the incident. A chase followed as the RCMP tried to catch the suspect vehicle. About 2 hours later, the suspect vehicle rolled 20 kilometers west on Turtleford on Highway 303, and the man driving the truck was thrown from the truck. Douglas Nicholson from Edmonton was arrested on scene and treated for minor injuries. Nicholson is facing various charges, including robbery with a firearm, assault with a weapon, flight while being pursued by police, and impaired operation of a motor vehicle. He is scheduled to appear in Lloydminster Provincial Court this Tuesday. 5 youths, 2 girls, and 3 boys are facing various charges after getting caught with stolen goods. Battleford's RCMP received a complaint of the 5 leaving a stolen vehicle in the area of 109th Street and 13th Avenue on Thursday morning. Police say the youth are involved in a string of vehicle thefts, break-and-enters, and arson that happened in the Glasland area. The investigation is ongoing and further charges are pending. Recently, Maidstone RCMP are receiving complaints of guns being fired on oil sites, which are private property. If you have any information on this crime, Maidstone RCMP are asking you to call 306-893-4800 or Crime Stoppers. Police are also reminding the public of firearm safety, saying at no time should a gun be pointed at a person or property. Kitscoty RCMP is asking for your help in finding a man suspected of stealing from a residence in Islay, Alberta. The owner from Islay, Alberta says a saddle was taken back in May, and they have a video of a man coming onto their property alone and leaving with stolen property. The suspect is an older man who was wearing an Edmonton Oilers jacket, hat, blue jeans, leather gloves, and brown boots. Anyone with information on this incident is asked to call Kitscoty RCMP at 780-846-2870 or your nearest RCMP detachment. To other news now, they've been training for a year to do the longest annual charity bike ride in the world. 27 riders starting from Texas will make their way to Anchorage, Alaska, covering more than 4,000 miles. Over the 70-day ride, they're raising money for cancer research and will make a stop in the border city. Last year, nothing was planned for the riders when they came through Lloydminster. Dick Arie wanted to change that as the cause is close to his heart. His wife is a cancer survivor.
This year I made up my mind that we were going to make them welcome and offer them a meal and a place to stay and a little bit of entertainment and breakfast the next morning and just some good fellowship and getting to know these young people and thank them for their efforts and their sacrifice.
The Lloydminster RCMP will be escorting the group through town at 5 o'clock tomorrow.
So folks want to stand along the edge of the street and give them a wave and a hoot and wish them well, they're welcome to do that.
For more information on the riders and the Ozark Tour, go to texas4000.org. Canadian rockers Moist are continuing to tour in support of their most recent album, Glory Under Dangerous Skies. They made a stop in Lloydminster at Colonial Days Friday night. Stacey Comer has this story.
The members of Moist are on a summer festival tour. The band had a string of hits in the 90s, taking a break in 2001 that would last about 12 years, before a decision to head back out on the road, followed by the release of an album last year.
When we first got back, we didn't know what to expect with just how the band would sound, how the band would feel, and it was very quickly the same old thing. The only difference is that we're a lot more chilled now.
There's something that happens when you get this group of people in a room together that it's just a natural extension to write. We had no intention of doing an album when we first got back together, and very soon we found ourselves generating material.
Going into this record, when we really got into it, it really felt like the first record in a way, because the songs came really easily, and we really just wanted to capture the sound of the band playing live, and there's a certain purity to that.
This is the first time Moist has performed in the border city, and it's something the band looks forward to.
I'm always thrilled to go to a town that we haven't gone to before, and those are often much smaller towns, and we have some of our favorite shows have been in towns like that, past and present.
And there is talk of another album.
It's feeling it out, and it's also, we have to feel inspired, and right now we're feeling inspired, so yes, it's kind of marching towards another record. As soon as it stops being fun, or it stops getting you up in the morning, then it's time for another break.
Stacey Comer, Newcap News.
Well, it was a big week for the city of Lloydminster. Colonial Days took over the Lloyd X grounds. For today's social media snapshot, we want to show you what it looked like from above. So this is on one of the evenings. This is courtesy of Jason Whiting and his drone. As you can see there, it looks pretty neat, and all that is wrapped up now as all the trucks and everything left Sunday morning this morning. So yes, that is all wrapped up now, but what a neat picture.